Shocker.
And on Monday night, they threw a party about it.
Right.
They threw a party because they were able to suppress information, to keep information away from the people. They threw
that we paid
a
for.
Party.
That we paid for. They were applauding themselves for keeping information secret that we paid for, that basically, obviously, clears Dave Hughes.
That's clear to me.
Because if it didn't clear him, they would have made a huge stink about it.
That's right. And they would have found a way to charge him and he'd be in prison and, or whatever the hell, right? So to me, that's what this says.
Yes.
Because you bring your idiot's resolution against him, right? Mm-hmm. Which we went over.
The censure?
Yeah, the censure. Mm-hmm. The idiot's resolution, heretofore known as, because they're idiots for having passed it.
And God forbid you need to know that stuff and go through the process of a right to know.
Right.
And then they decline it and go.
Yeah, they literally
they're pointing their finger, and if you could see me right now, and Jerry sits across the table from me, and I'm pointing in his face right now. That's what they're doing. Pointing in your face and laughing at you.
Dude, I got news for you. I'm sitting in the audience at the township meeting. Ted was looking right at me and laughing. Mm-hmm. He was laughing at me. The son of a bitch. Yeah. He was laughing at me. Yeah. He was enjoying keeping information from the people. This, Kevin, is scumbag behavior.
Oh, yeah. It just backs up what we said about him in the township before. Like, it's just gotten worse. Like maybe the people, when we were still talking to Ted, I was at the school board meetings with him and everything like that, maybe back then those people were right and we were wrong, which obviously was correct.
I was wrong one other time.
One other time in my life.
The time I thought I was wrong.
But now, I think when you got put, I think this is a true tale of a man or a woman, is when you're put in a place of power, how you use that power.
Oh, ding, ding.
I think when you are put, especially if you're in a chaotic moment, how you deal with it. But if you're given power, how you yield that power, how you use it, and who you use it against,
right,
and how you use it is a true test of a man. And Ted's not a man.
So now, no, he's not. That is very clear.
Nope.
That is not the behavior of a man.
Right.
That is the behavior of a scumbag
who's trying to cover up his BS.
Exactly.
And using BS to do it.
Yes.
Like that, he knows full well that it was our tax dollars before. And he was Mr. Fiscal Conservative. And the funny part, during that meeting, when you said fiscal conservative, he looked over at Dave Hughes and said something. Were you able to boost that?
No.
He said something. He said something to Dave Hughes, and Dave Hughes said something to him back. I'll have to try to message Dave Hughes to see if I can get it.
Okay.
To see what Ted said to him. Because Ted was the one that was always talking about the cost of things. And wait a minute, we paid $17,000 for this investigation, and you don't want anyone to know it except for you.
Exactly.
Boy, how have you flipped?
Exactly. Oh, it's unreal. And so they laughed at the people. Mm-hmm. And, I'm not taking issue with Chad for having done his job. I am taking issue with him
for what he did.
For doing that shit.
Yep.
Okay? He went and spiked the ball and gave the double tall man to the people of this township.
Yep.
He said, you know what? F you.
But I don't
F you twice. You don't deserve to see this. So first clip it's a very long one. We're going to do a start and stop on it because it's Chad reading the appeal, the denial of the appeal, then spiking the football, and then Ted spiking more footballs and just exulting in keeping information from you. These scumbag politicians.
He's fitting the mustache and the ugly sweaters that he wears.
Oh my God.
Stuffy.
The worst human being on the planet.
I wouldn't go that far, but he's pretty bad.
Name somebody who's worse. Xi Jinping, great guy next to Ted Gardella.
What he's doing right now, shooting protesters and welding them in their homes.
Great guy next to Ted Gardella.
If you guys could have seen the look, Jerry's looking at his phone, setting up the clip, and I said, well, he might not be the worst person. And he looked at me like I just farted or something. He's like, what?
How dare you?
I really believe he's worse than Hitler. Okay. All right. And then look at me so shocked that I said no.
Hitler loved dogs. I don't know.
Well, he had one. He had two German shepherds.
Blondie.
That's what that
Dog's name was Blondie.
You know a lot about Hitler there, Jerry.
Learned it from Ted.
And I'm the German with that 6'5" blue eyes and German, and it has the last name Fohl, which used to be Führer back in the day.
Seriously?
Yeah, they changed it. There used to
Was your first name The?
No. No.